Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Weevil. I'm shocked. This might be the first time someone's actually been here when I start. I'm used to talking to myself alone at first, so hello. First thing I wanted to say. Yesterday, I was supposed to stream. I had everything set up because I was super excited because I'm playing a brand new game. I've never played it before. It was recommended by Dino. And I was like, oh, I'm super excited. I set everything up at like 5 p.m. And then I was feeling sleepy. So I went and I was like, I'm going to take a nap. There's no way I wouldn't wake up before 11, right? I woke up at 12. And then proceeded to sleep for 2 more hours and woke back up at 3. So I'm so mad at myself. I was so excited. And then it all went down the drain. In other news, part of the channel's history, I've been attacked by a bug. Yet again. Yeah, I did sleep through it. I feel shamed. Not really ashamed. I'm more just like, damn it. I keep saying I'll have a consistent schedule and I never seem to stick to it. But I got attacked by a bug. Yeah. Weevil, you don't know, but I am terrified of flying bugs. I don't know why, just them like flying near me freaks me out. There's a whole video about it, and there's also a complete VOD in which I several times am like, oh god, there's a bug. So, yeah. And usually with bugs, I'm just kind of like, get away from me. Wait, fuck anything. Yes, exactly, fuck anything that flies. But usually I'm just like, go away. Except for when it comes to 2 types of bugs. Well, yeah, because bees and wasps aren't the same. But bees and wasps, when it comes to them, I legitimately feel fear. So, my lovely mother bought us new phones because mine is broken. So we said, screw it, let's go get a new one. So, I'm waiting for a new phone to arrive. And my mom's like, it says it'll be here today, but I don't know for sure. And I was like, oh, well, I'll go check the mailbox in case they put it in there. So I open our door, and I look up because there's a wasp nest. And we killed all the wasps. Except one. Yeah, I found him when I opened the door. Quickly slammed the door shut, ran to Mom in an utter panic. So much in a panic that my dog was trying to comfort me. And Mom took care of it. I don't know if she killed him or what. I think she said he flew away. But Mom was like, you can go check the mailbox. Oh yeah, I must have the worst luck, I swear to God, because it gets even worse. Mom was like, I asked Mom, oh, did you check the mailbox? And she was like, no, I thought I'd leave that to you. And I was like, okay. So I go, open the door, don't see the wasp, slowly open the screen door, because we have a screen door. Don't see the wasp. I'm like, okay. And I ran. Ran to the mailbox, pulled out whatever was there, started head back, and would you believe, a bee flies over my head. So I run the opposite way, fast as I can, wait till I see it fly over near a car, one of the cars, ran back, ran inside, slammed the door, and was like, And during this time, my mom was holding the dog back. Casey. Our lovely Casey. And apparently when I went running the other way, Casey was like, oh no, Dad, let me go save you. So, good to know at least my child would have saved me from the flying bug. Why? Why me? I escaped the wasp only to run into a bee. It really was! Just kind of curled up on the couch and was like, fuck this. Trying to think if there's anything else new and exciting in my life. Besides, you know, I say as if we didn't have a whole just chatting stream in which I talked about everything and nothing, so. But I think we should get into the game, because I literally have never played this. And the description I have gotten from it, because there's an official description. What is your reaction to flying bugs? Because mine is stupid as hell. I squeal. And just, like, flap my hands over my head in an effort to get them to go away. Bring there was a fly. I had to get Mom to kill him. I love the delay. No, that's fair. That's completely fair. Oh. I once, like, punched a mosquito out of the air by accident. It was flying near me, and I just was like, it flailed, and I hit it, and it was like, it's on my hand now. It was so stupid. My big sister was there, she was like, what? I think that's the other issue with flying bugs. Okay. Ever since I was a child, mosquitoes adore me. And not in a good way. I have pictures of when I was a kid and, like, outdoors during mosquito season. Oh yeah, no, mosquitoes are the worst. But in those pictures, I just have giant red blotches over any area of skin that is showing. There's one in which I'm curled up on a rock and my legs just have giant red splotches. And it's like, no, I didn't hurt myself. Those were just the damn mosquitoes. As my mother likes to say, you're just sweeter than honey. I'm like, I don't want to be sweeter than honey. Not if it makes them eat me. I literally refuse to go out if it's mosquito season. Because they just... Unless I'm covered in several layers. Oh, thank God, you're one of the lucky ones. I'm not. They adore me. Which has led to funny interactions with my cousin. Who just uses me and my other cousin as bait. Because both of us share the same mosquitoes adoring us. So they're just like... Go ahead of me. Attract all of them for me. And we're like, fuck you. How dare you? Get back here. Yeah, it's very funny. But also it is an L. It is a giant L. It is game time. I haven't even listened to the music yet, so we'll have to figure out audio settings here. Here we go. Oh. I have not yet. I have not been on my computer at all. I say computer, my laptop at all, because I was, because I had everything set up, and I knew I was going to stream today, and I didn't want to ruin everything I had set up, which is stupid, I know, but at the same time, I was also mad at myself, so I just kind of ignored my laptop completely. Yeah. Cause, like, my setup's fine, and then it's usually stays the same, but I use my laptop for other things as well. So I don't always have my microphone and my... Yeah, clicking it, Sky. That's gonna show them what it is. It's a mouse. I lifted my mouse like you guys could see it. But I usually don't have my mouse and my microphone plugged in. So that's why it's annoying to try and mess with it. That's more manageable. Try to figure out settings. I also find it funny because every game I play and I'm on the settings screen to like do the audio and stuff, you're going to see it windowed. Because I need a way to check that my model is working right and a way to see chat. Because I only got one screen here, okay? We gotta maneuver. Is this like rock music? What is this? This is not the music I was expecting. I have no idea. I just know it's a dating sim. But I've been told dating sim, unreliable narrator. And the review, because we looked at this game on stream. Or at least I looked at this game on stream. And what, like the first review I found of it said, this game saved my life. I used to have no friends, like, it was like the most depressing thing. It was like, and I'm saved because of this game. And I was like, what the fuck? And Dinah was like, yeah, this is pretty common. The game encourages that. I was like, what do you mean the game encourages that? And then Dino didn't tell me anything else. So I have no idea what I'm getting into. It could be a horror. It could be a cute romance. I have no idea. Like, right? I'm like expecting my world to be changed at this point. It is very pretty. Very pretty. It took me some time, okay? Because I was like, okay, I need to do the settings so I can do the volume. And I was like, where the hell are the it's right here. Don't ask me why. The settings is so small. I did not see that when I was looking for the settings at first. But I guess we're just gonna do a new game. Which is... Dear Pioneer, you're on a verge of wondrous discoveries. The doors of the most wonderful place in the world. They're trying to hide... Right? And I'm concerned about it. Have opened before you. You'll remember this session for the rest of your life. Oh god. I am scared. This is the type of music I expected for the title screen. I was having that dream once again. Okay? That dream. Same thing every day. That's great. What is this dream? But it's all forgotten in the morning as usual. Well, motherfucker. I have this dream. That's great. What's the dream about? I can't tell you. I forgot it. Damn it. You be sounding like me. I'd be like, I have something important. And then forget it. Maybe it's for the best. Only a glimpse of a memory will remain. Of gates, half opened, as if inviting me somewhere, with two frozen stone pioneers standing close by. What? Okay. And also that strange girl who keeps asking me. What? Oh. Right? Yeah. I do that sometimes though. I for real be like, oh yeah, here's an important piece of information I wanted to tell you. Right. What was it? I forgot. Will you come with me? It might be me being cynical, but I'm scared for what that might mean. I don't know. But also like, huh. Come, but where? And why? That's a great question. And where am I anyway? That is also a good question. I'm more concerned, why does Mr. Owl have blinking lights? Or blinking eyes, my bad. My bad, Mr. Owl, I didn't mean to insult you. Oh, Weevil, that's something you have to get used to. I think everyone else has gotten used to it so quickly, but I, like, pat the heads of characters when I see them. And also make fun of them. Poor Alice. We did an Alice in Wonderland game, and I made fun of Alice the entire time. In my defense, she was a dumbass lesbian. Those mods were fun. Hold on, what did I miss? Okay. Yeah. Just one of those weird traits. How do I... Okay. I'm like trying to figure out the controls as we go. It should be that hard. Of course, if it all happened in real life, I would have certain... Nappa! Welcome! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Why did my voice... Okay. I'm gonna ignore the fact my voice sounded so, like, I don't know. Sky stream jump scare. Sorry. Welcome. Howdy. I feel like now Nappa's gonna, every time Nappa comes into chat, that's what they're gonna start with, is like, howdy. They're proving a point now. Okay. Life, I would certainly have been scared. I'm scared for you. I'm scared what this game might do. Well, what else would one expect to feel? That is fair. But this is just a dream. The same one I see every night. There must be a reason. You don't have to know where or why to realize something is really happening. Something desperately seeking my attention. Am I the only one, or is this giving Doki Doki literature vibes? Playing Overwatch and lurking, that's fine. If I start screaming, then you know something went wrong. Overwatch 2. Cool. I don't like... Sorry, I'm readjusting my pillow. Because my chair is not a gaming chair, so I'm using pillows to prop my back up. So I had to readjust them. I don't really play games like Overwatch or like Call of Duty, but I do like watching people play them. That is fun. I just don't play them myself for whatever reason. But cool. Back to the concerning vibes. DVD Mason. Trying, like, Weevil, is that what it's called, or is that an acronym for something? Because I'm like trying to rack my brain, because I'm usually well versed in dating sims. You know me, a connoisseur. Sorry, I sound so pretentious. Oh yeah, it is giving those vibes too. Of course I know it. I know all dating sims. I just didn't know the thing, because my brain was on Doki Doki, and that's why I was like, wait, that doesn't have a B though. I'm fine. Everything is fine. Since everything that surrounds me here is real. Doki by daylight, yeah, right? Oh, but that was really cool. I don't know if I've watched like the full, all the routes and everything, but I did watch one fully through and I thought it was really cool. It is a little concerning. He says, since everything surrounds me here is... I'm assuming our protagonist is a boy because I'm a boy, but I have no idea. As real as things in my own flat, I could open the gates, hear the hinges creak, brush the crumbling rust away with my hand, inhale the fresh cool air, and shiver from the cold. Sir, you sound a Lulu. I could, but to do that, I would need to pick myself up, take a step, move my hand. But this is a dream. I understand that. But what of it? What does my understand? You sound even more Tolu. Hey, bro, there's a limit. I feel like you're going over and we haven't even started yet. What is happening? Because here, it's just like any other side of a cracked screen of an old TV, which struggles to fight against static noise and strives to show its audience everything without missing a single detail. What? But the picture is getting blurry. I must be waking up soon. Maybe I should ask her something. What? The girl. I forgot there was a whole girl. My bad. What's her name? About the stars, for instance. Why the stars, though? I'd rather ask about the gates. This is so vague and it's scaring me. Yes, the gates. She would be so surprised. Or better, why not the dot over in I was called a title, but the dot over a J is called a superscript dot. Why am I learning literature, grammar, shit? Nice letters. As if they don't exist anymore. Still, what do letters, gates, and stars have to do with this place? Basic phrase, sexual disorder. Yeah! Even the main protagonist of Doki Doki at least had enough sense to not approach strangers. Like, Sayori was his childhood best friend, okay? It's not like he approached Monica and was like, "Can I join your club?" What? I'm so scared. But also, I would assume, you know, the sign, the giant gates, and the clear... Is it clear? Like, star in the middle of the gates? Is what this has to do with? I'm being real, the statues are creeping me out more than anything. Because even if I'm having the stream every night, which will be forgotten soon anyway, I've got to look for answers here and now. Okay? And there, if you look closely, if you look carefully, you can see whatever clouds. As if I'd end up in the southern hemisphere. What? I'm assuming the black screens are transitioning to a different day. In a dream, there are small things that catch your attention. The unnatural color of grass. Can we see grass? We can't really. Invisible curves of straight lines, or your own distorted reflection. While the real danger, which could put an end to everything right here and now, seems trivial. What? It's natural, since you cannot die. Oh, that's not concerning. That's not, you know, that doesn't sound like foreshadowing or anything. I want to make a bet of like, do you think we're gonna die? Just slightly? I know it for sure. I've done it hundreds of times. Were any of them horror or something? That is a great question. I don't remember. Truthfully. Okay, hold on. I can pull it up so we can check. Come on. It doesn't. It looks like a cute little thing. I don't understand. Where are the tags for this? Page. Yeah. I looked over it, I swear, but I forgot already. I'm checking now. Go down. Visual novel, story-rich, free-to-play anime. So... no? But I do wish to point out, I found... okay, this I would probably say. Probably. I do wish to point out, though, I found the review. The review by Burger. Before I played Everlasting Summer, I had a small wee-wee, no friends, no girlfriend, depression, and absolutely no will to live. None of these things have changed, but the game is pretty good. And then the second one being, I'm going to die alone. Yeah, so Dino telling me that the game encourages reviews like that concerned me. Yeah, that was my response too. Especially because it looks so cute and adorable. It doesn't look like it'd be scary or anything. But honestly, I don't know. I'm like too scared. I don't want to be led into a false hope of it's gonna be good, you know? I know it for sure, I've done it 100 times. But if you cannot die, what is the point of this? This is what makes me concerned. What is the point of living? What? I should ask the girl. She's the local. She would know. Imagine you have a dream, the same dream every time, and in it there's the girl. Imagine all the potential partners just bullying you the whole time. Oh yeah, maybe that's it. But imagine you go up to the girl in this dream, and you go, "Hey, so if I can't die, what's the point of living?" I wouldn't even ask that in a dream, sir. Those are the questions you keep to yourself. You don't say that. Dude. Oh god. That poor girl. Yes, exactly. I should ask her about the owl, for example. Hi, buddy. You're the only person I'm gonna trust. One strange bird it is. Though, it doesn't matter. Oh god. Will you come with me? And every time I have to answer. It's the only way. Otherwise the dream will never end, and I will never wake up. What? Oh! Oh, we get a choice. Why do I feel like if I say no, I'll die? Or maybe I'll escape? We're saving. Already. Wait, let me make sure it's saved. It didn't. How do I save? Save game? Oh, okay, that's how I save. Sorry, I had to learn the save mechanic, my bad. I feel like this is... I honestly don't know what's the right answer here. I have been given very confusing instructions. Yes? Maybe? I'll say yes. Don't kill me. Every time it's so hard to decide on the answer. Yeah! Where am I? What am I doing here? Who is she? That is wonderful questions. And why does so much of my life depend on this answer? Oh god. Or maybe it doesn't. I am hoping it doesn't. It's just a dream after all. Just a dream. Are we good? Oh. Oh, we have a different scene. It's a keyboard. Hello. Eyes are blurry, I guess. Let me read just. Huh? It's an old. It is. It's an interesting setup. You know how I was talking about Doki Doki vibes? The computer screen stared at me as if it was alive. Monica? Monica, I swear. Monica, please. Is that for? Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was like, what is this? Who is this lady? And then there's just like a pack of something. I'm so confused. Sometimes it really did seem to me that it was conscious of itself, had its own thoughts and wishes, ambitions, that it had feelings, could love and suffer. Imagine thinking that about your laptop or computer. That it has feelings and could love and suffer and has thoughts and wishes and ambitions. I think my phone would be screaming. Constant agony from where I've just dropped it over the years. Meanwhile, my laptop would also be screaming in agony for a different reason. Why must you run so much stuff on me? I don't have the capabilities of this. Oh, my electronics would hate me if they were alive. As if in our relationship, the screen was an instrument. It was me, who was lifeless, who was a lifeless piece of plastic, and text a light. Be dramatic. If you're gonna be dramatic, sir, so will I. There's some truth to that. Probably because the computer provides 90% of my communication with the outside world. Anonymous image boards, some chats from time to time, rarely ICQ or Jabber, and forums even more rarely. And what is this? I guess we don't get to know. Oh, no, wait, it's back. People on the other end of the internet cable simply do not exist. All of them are simply creations of its sick imagination, an error in the source code or kernel bug, which started living a life of its own. We're getting a new scene. I'm concerned already. That is the ceiling. Great. If one looked at my existence, they do. I'm like, I want to get this guy a therapist. I'm like, sir, I don't think that's healthy. If one looked at my existence from the outside, such thoughts would seem crazy. Dude. Dude. Oh god, he's calling us out. And a psychologist would surely give me a bunch of sophisticated diagnoses and maybe write me a doctor's referral to the loony bin. Shit, he's onto us. Run. Run! Oh god. At least the game's kinda self-aware. I'll give them that. No joke, this does seem really cool so far. We've been caught. I guess if we can't get you a therapist, we'll follow wherever you're going, bro. I can't do much. For like a lot of games, there is my headcanon that my character I just got here was very healthy. I don't know why. It was that. Bro was like, the computer is alive and I am dead inside. And I'm like, same. Then he was like, what did he say? I forgot already, but it was like, bro? You okay? Oh, that people on the internet did not exist. That they were just the computer's imagination. That did not seem very healthy. Dead inside, sure. Computer being alive. Slightly less sure. Chew it all, chew. Oh, God. I was gonna say something, now I forgot it. But a small apartment with no signs of repair or any semblance of order in it. And always the same view out the window on the gray megalopolis. Dude, I'm trying to be dramatic and they throw big words at me. I'm being dramatic without the big words. Running somewhere day and night. Such are the conditions of my life. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, we will for games. I am not the protagonist. I am simply a ghost that helps the protagonist along, which is why I'm allowed to make fun of them. They cannot hear me, but I shall make fun of them anyway. Something they is like, are we gonna date the PC? No, now I'm genuinely concerned. Cause I don't know. I've never played this before. Dana was right though. It's a perfect game for me. I get to be dramatic. Well, of course it didn't start like this. I was born, went to school, finished like the others. I was accepted at a university where I spent a year and a half trailing behind and struggling. Burned out? This man, the electron. Yeah, don't let him in. No. No, don't let him near any electronics, okay? I drifted through several jobs. Sometimes it was working out quite well. Sometimes I was even getting decent money for it. But it all felt like it was not mine. As if it was taken from another man's biography. I wasn't living life to its fullest. It was looping over and over in monotonous circles. I want to swoon, but at the same time, I know my model can't do that. And also, the microphone. Nep is just listening in the background like, what the fuck are they going on about this time? Oh, there was more. Swoon, like do the whole. Oh, I can't do it. What's she have yet? Shut up. It's like, because the way he's so dramatic. So it's looping over and over in monotonous circles. I want to like pretend to faint. That is a swoon. I want to swoon and not a romantic. Yeah. Was swoon not in the romantic way, but in the, oh, woe is me, my life, Prince Charming, come save me type of way. Because this is how this guy is sounding. Like in the movie Groundhog Day. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called a swoon. Because it's like the motion of it's called the swoon. It's just that I had no choice in how to spend my day. And every day repeated itself in the same vicious spiral. I'm quite proud of that. That was good. That was good. I love how I'm making fun of this. Truly, if anyone felt like this, 1, get help. 2, you're valid in feeling like the world sucks. 3, I'm just making fun of the game because I'm a content creator. That's kind of my job. So, don't be too mad that I'm being overly dramatic. It's just what I do. It's the theater kid in me. I do have to take a drink though, because it is way too hot right now not to. Yeah, I know you guys get it, but I'm saying it like for VOD viewers, you know? For somebody who doesn't know the content and just kind of shows up but is like, damn, they don't care about mental health. Like, no, obviously I do care about that. I got depression, my guy. I do care. I'm just having fun. You know? So I don't want anyone getting mad at me for having fun. A spiral of emptiness, misery, and despair. For the last few years, I sat in front of the screen all day. Sometimes there were menial jobs. Sometimes my parents helped me. All in all, I was able to provide for myself. No wonder, really, since my needs are quite minor. I hardly ever leave my home, and my communication with other people are almost exclusively consists of online correspondence with the anonymous, who have no real name, no gender, no age. Now, this is unfortunate. The communication with other people that are usually anonymous, and you would think, like chat, except for I know several of y'all's genders and age. At least one person in here, I know their age, and I don't know anyone's real name though, so we got that one checked. We kind of fucked up on all the rest. That's okay, I'm happy for that. So, in brief, quite typical life of a quite typical antisocial person of his time. No shit about Yeah, I don't know anything about Weevil. Weevil, you were just a blank slate. Who knows what Weevil could have? You know, Weevil, crazy thing, you could have ADHD. Sorry. It was too good to resist. It was too good. Too good. Kind of a Donnie Darko on a minor scale, without doomsday-related visions. Is it bad I don't know who that is? I did. You did! Because I was talking about it! So you did. You're like, oh, same! So, yeah. I love that you forgot about it. That's perfect. So damn perfect. Maybe some highly respected author will write a novel about me. It'll be a whatever, classic of modern literature. Or I will write one myself. Ow. I accidentally hit my microphone into my chin. My bad. However, what's the point of fooling myself? I tried many times, but can't even come up with a simple short story. That sounds like a you problem. That was mean. I'm sorry. It's hard to write stories. Not all of us can just wake up and have... You're fine. Not all of us could write stories. Not all of us just wake up one day with a burst of energy and write a whole alternate universe of their favorite movie. Hyperfixation be wild. My bad. Oh. I tried to learn many other things as well. Not gifted enough to draw. Okay, well, you got me there. I can't draw either. Programming, got bored. Hey, I like programming. However, the numbers do not like me. Foreign languages takes too much time. Oh no, I forget. Boy. Well, you don't know anything about me, I think you might have told me more and I forgot, so who knows? Only VOD viewers. The only thing I loved doing was reading, but I still would never call myself a scholar. Perhaps I was an ace at watching anime and a grandmaster at lame internet jokes. I saw ace and my first thought was, hey, me too! I forget that it's an actual word sometimes. My bad. Well, he might have been. We don't know. Although I do the lame internet jokes. If I were to get paid for it, I'd probably be a happier person. And a richer person too. But I doubt it would fill the hole inside of me. You should have became a streamer. Or a VTuber. Or a YouTuber. Honestly, man. You think you would have fit right in. Truly. Oh, beautiful. This is very pretty. Today was another typical day of a typical failures, typical life. Well, fuck you. I want to see the beautiful view. Look at it. Gorgeous. I don't know what this guy's problem is. And today is the day where I have to go to my university's reunion. It's wild. This really is. This is feeling less like a dating sim and more like I'm a therapist to this guy currently. Like, I'm assuming this guy is us. And he's the protagonist. But that worries me even more. Frankly speaking, I really didn't want to. Great. When are we gonna meet cute girls? Because at this point, I'm concerned we might not ever. What's the point? The time I spent with them was so short. Alright. However, I was persuaded by a friend, my formal university mate, and one of the few with whom I kept in touch other than through the internet. Cool. Oh. What is this? Does not look good. Beautiful. Huh? City light? This is really wild opening for a dating sim. Like, really wild. When you meet someone you can romance, your only options are extra questions or something. Yeah! Yeah, that's what it's starting to feel like. I mean, this is gorgeous, though. Absolutely gorgeous. And this, it's well written. It's just, like, concerning me. A frosty evening. Really? I never would have guessed. Bus stop. Waiting. Have you become a caveman? Did all your existential crisis dry out your brain cells? I never liked winter. Okay, caveman. Though hot summer is not my season either. Oh, I feel that. I live in spring. Spring is perfect. Why are we still here? Right? Hey, why are you alive? Like, that's gonna be his pickup line at this point. It's just that I see no reason to point out a particular time of year. It doesn't matter much what the weather is outside when you stay at home 24. It does matter, dumbass. I say this as a homebody. It does matter. It's summer right now, and I am dying. It still affects you. It's still hot. You still gotta turn that thermostat up, dude. Fucking man's a dumbass. The one. The bus today was running so late that I was about to curse it all and spend my last few hundred rubles for it. So we're in, like, I assumed by the game's title screen that it was Russian. with an English translation. Rubles is kind of confirming that. Cool. Glad to know where it's from. Like, that has no impact on the game, but I'm still gonna point it out because it's cool. For a taxi, the idea of just returning home didn't cross my mind for some reason. As usual, millions of thoughts flew through my mind, but not a single one useful to seize on. Nope. Such a thought that you could bring into existence, give it a shape, turn into an idea and put it into practice. Maybe I could start my own business. Sorry, just imagine thinking these thoughts of, you know what, that's actually the perfect place. You know, you're waiting for the bus, you start thinking about life, and you think, maybe I should start my own business. Yeah, that sounds right. Sounds about right. But where would I get the money from? Or maybe I could go back to working in an office? No way. Maybe I should try freelancing. But what skills do I have, and who would want me after all? Again, you should try streaming. I suddenly remembered my childhood. Is this a dating sim? I'm not convinced at this point that it is. I feel like it's just this guy. I suddenly remembered my childhood. Or rather, my teen years. The time when I was 15 to 17 years old. Oh, that was recent for me. Okay. I am 18, so what do you gotta say? Why exactly those years? No idea. I guess this guy's having I think so too. I agree. I think he is having a midlife crisis. I feel like we're about to date dream girls. Like, he's gonna fall asleep and that reoccurring dream is gonna be where we meet the girls, and whatever girl you date is gonna be the one to ask. That is my theory. I have no idea. So, but I do think it is a midlife crisis for sure. I guess it's because everything was much more simple. 15 to 17? Where? Have you been to high school? It was easier to make decisions. So complicated now. So simple then. I think he's lost his mind. What? Ah, yes, puberty. The easiest and simplest thing to go through. Waking up in the morning, I knew exactly how my day... Some more than him trying to date someone he thinks is a computer glitch. Yeah, I agree. Hopefully it's the... and not the computer glitch. If it is the computer glitch, I am gonna laugh. And I was always eagerly looked forward to the weekend. And then I could get some rest and have time for things I liked. Computer, football, going out with friends. Again, puberty. And then, at the beginning of the next week, I take up my studies again. This guy's never been to high school. Like, what? I didn't even go to high school, and those years are still complicated. They're not simple. Back then, there was no such worrying questions like why, who needs it, what will change if I do it, what will not change. Are you kidding? Those questions are ever more prevalent. Mostly because you're going against your parents. It's like, oh, you should study. But why? So you can get a good job. But who needs a good job? Like, I think those are especially the ages you start doing things like that. What is happening? A simple lifestyle, so casual for any normal person, and so odd to myself today. This guy's to computer simulation. There's no way. The careless childhood age of 15 to 17? It was also that I met my first... Oh, well, that's why you're looking at it through rose-covered glasses. Oh, my phone buzzed. It was just my phone letting me know I was out of storage. As if I haven't been out of storage for the last month or so. My phone is wonderful. It's not broken at all. What are you talking about? It's fine, though. As soon as the new phones arrive, I will have to deal with random notifications that mean nothing. Her appearance and personality have vanished from my memory. Only her name remains, like a brief line from a social network profile, along with feelings which overwhelmed me when I was with her. Attention. Oh, this is affection. You know, she gave me attention. My bad. Affection, tenderness, the desire to care for her, to protect her. Sadly, it didn't last long. I don't know why that's funny to me. Sorry. Today I could hardly imagine something like that happening. Fair. I'd probably like to meet a girl, but I don't know how to start a conversation. What on earth to discuss and how to attract. That's fair. I mean, I'm a romantic. I'm not the person to go to here, my guy. Well, I haven't met any suitable girls for a long time. But where could I meet one anyway? Your dreams. Let it be the dreams. Oh. Oh, the bus has arrived. The sound of an engine brought me back to reality. A bus pulled over. There was something abnormal about it, though. Oh, I do not like the fact he says there's something abnormal. What does that mean? Sir? Then again, it doesn't matter. Only the 410 runs this route. Is that going to be important? I'm not going to remember that, so I hope that's not important. Hi. That did not look good. Street lights pass me by. It's as if their cold light sparks inside of me, trying to ignite feelings long dead. Or maybe not ignite, just awaken them. Because those feelings, they've been living in me for a long time, slumbering and waking up again. The music changed. The driver's radio was playing a very familiar tune, but I wasn't listening to it. I was watching cars pass by through the fogged up window. Because people are always rushing somewhere, chasing something they need, stuck in their own little worlds. Why would they care about mine? You answered yourself? They probably have their own serious problems, or maybe they have easier lives. You can't know for sure since all people are different. Yep, yeah. Or are they? What? Sometimes someone's actions can be easily be predicted, but if you try to look inside his soul, you'll only see impenetrable darkness. You know how he was talking about how he'd be thrown into the loony bin? Yeah, can we throw him into the loony bin? What? The bus was approaching downtown. My thoughts were interrupted by the bright city lights. Hundreds of billboards, thousands of cars, millions of people. I watched this light show, and somehow I got terribly sleepy. Sometimes it feels like he's trying to sound profound, but he's failing. Yeah, I do know. It's, concerning me. Yeah. Sir? Am I right, though? Is this the dream? My eyes closed for just a moment, and then... Oh, we get a whole ass cutscene. Okay. Hello. Hello? Game? The game has already taken me on a wild ride, and I don't know where this is gonna end. Oh! See? Look! The cute anime girls! And we don't know her name because... Oh, wait, maybe. I can't read the names. Okay. So, like, these are the promotional pictures, and then the first half of it was just existential crisis. You can see why I'm confused. This is the demo? Your demo has brought a lot of feeling. That's what I said! No joke, I saw her and my first thought was Miku? I don't think she is. But it'd be funny if she's like kind of based on it. Bright daylight struck my eyes. At first I didn't pay attention, so I wasn't fully awake yet. On their own, my legs carried me towards the door. Damn, looks like Simon? I'm gonna call you Sim. Damn, looks like I fell asleep and missed my stop. But there was no door. Oh, well, that's not good. There was no door. I looked around the bus and realized this wasn't a good old worn out Luz. Instead, the bus was an Icarus model. A new one. I froze in shock. How? What? Am I dead? Yes, my first thought upon arriving somewhere new is, am I dead? You know, those guys had such an existential crisis, might as well have been his first thought. Have I been kidnapped? Oh, that's your second thought. Alright. No, I must be dead. That kidnapping plot lasted 2 seconds. Could I have been kidnapped? Nah, nobody would want me. I patted myself down feverishly. I slapped myself painfully in the face a few times, banged my head on the back of one of the bus seats. It's clear. Either I'm still alive or you feel pain when you're dead. You know, most people's reactions to like, hey, am I dead? And then pinching themselves and, you know, doing the whole, am I really dead? And realizing they can still feel pain is, oh, hey, no, this must not be a dream. I'm still alive. Not, maybe you can still feel pain when you're dead. Sir, please. But how could this happen? Maybe I slept for too long and ended up at the bus depot. You woke up on a different bus entirely. And your thought is the bus depot? Okay. But then again, thank you. Then why would they put me into another bus? I rushed out and take a look around. Greenery wherever I looked. Tall grass on the roadside, trees, flowers. Summer. But how? It was winter just moments ago. Hold on. I had to flip over my headphones so that it didn't hurt my ears. My head was aching unbearably, as if it was going to explode. Slowly, I began to remember. What is there to remember? Huh? Oh. What's this cool transition scene? A long road running into the distance. Forests, plains, fields, lakes, and forests again. It's beautiful. It's like a painting. I think I'm sleeping, but then how can I remember all of it? And then a gap. Some girl leaning over me. She softly whispered something into my ear. Then a gap again. I'm sorry, I just imagined the girl just going, Miku. I am Miku. Then a gap again. And then I woke up here. Who was that strange girl, Miku? Or was she just a dream? For some reason, thinking about her made me feel better and calmed me down a little. I felt warmth coming from inside. Could it be her who brought me here? I need to find her. And the best place to look for her is away from here. I rushed to the left, and then to the right, then stopped, hesitating over where to go. Finally, I ran in the direction in which the bus had probably came. Yeah, I don't think you're getting far, my guy. Physical exercise does refresh one's mind. Thoughts become clearer, and it gets a little easier to evaluate the surrounding reality. Not in my case, however. I was sitting on the roadside, wheezing and trying to ease my sore throat by gulping breaths of hot air. In any case, the run did its job. Fear withdrew for a while. Maybe I really am just dreaming. Though, recalling my self-harm on the bus, I immediately rejected the idea. Sorry. Oh my gosh. My guy. Oh, ADHD be wild. Because I read self-harm on the bus and I was like, the fuck? When? Like, what are you talking about? When he was trying to make sure he was not in a dream or not. My bad. I was like, what? I am neither dreaming nor dead. Sam, I don't know what to tell you here, my guy. The narrow road ran through the field and far into the distance. That exact same road from my dream. I must be far away from home, very far away from home. And it's not just that it was winter yesterday. And it's summer now. It's the whole environment. Of course, summer is usually like this. Green and hot, but not everything is entirely lifelike. Oh. Everything looks like it's taken from the painting. Me neither! That's why I was like, what? But yeah, that is a word for it. That is a word. Everything looks like it was taken from the paintings of Russian landscape artists of the 19th century. Damn, you got specific with it. I was just like, they look like paintings. They're gorgeous. The grass is too lush. The bushes are not what bushes should be. They're so thick and you can't see anything through them. Like treetops, honestly. I thought I was harsh. And the trees themselves. The forest was quite far away, but the trees looked as if they had closed their ranks and were now just waiting for an order to advance into fields and plains. I caught my breath and looked at the bus, which was now barely visible. That was a good run. You ran because you were scared and you were trying to figure out, like, oh, well, how did I get here? What's going on? And so your thought is, that was a good run, you know? What a great workout I did. You know, I'm in a strange place, but hey, you still gotta stay on that grind. Fear overtook me once again. Well, those power lines. There must be people here. be so sure. Because the boonies have power lines and they ain't be people for miles around. But what does that mean? But what does it mean? In fact, that means nothing at all. Couldn't they have power lines even? Thank you. You just answered. Damn, every time I have a thing to say, he just says it in the next line. Maybe I should just shut up and play the game. But who would I be if I did that? Roasting sinners over hot coals. That's so last century. I must have reached the point of no return, after which you should either lose your mind completely or finally try to understand what is going on. Oh, I'm so sorry. I stabbed not by accident. I was being dramatic. Now I have to say sorry to my buddy. And while I still have the choice, I should pick the second option. I slowly head back to the bus. Of course, it was scary. But I'm not likely to find an answer in the fields or the woods or this wretched bucket of bolts. And this wretched bucket of bolts is the only kind of link that I have with the real world. Fuck you, man. It's a decently good bus. It looks good. Don't call it a bucket of bolts. Oh. Ho ho ho. This feels familiar. I should carefully scout the area. Oh. Oh, that's why there was an owl. Oh, that's great. I'm glad they made this little note. A brick wall and its gates crowned with a Sovanik sign. I probably butchered that. I am so sorry to anyone who speaks this language. Statues of pioneers standing on either side, and a road sign nearby showing the bus route 410. Damn. This trip's taking a bit too long today. I smirked. A person may start acting inappropriately in extreme situations. Something like that is probably happening to me now. This place didn't look abandoned at all. No rust on the gates, no damage on the damage to the walls. I'm not saying it again. Sovo. What could have a name like that? Owlet? Judging by the pioneer statues, it could be a kid's summer camp. Well, he has a brain! This is a first. Moreover, it appears to be open. That too. Of course, the simplest explanation, logically speaking, explains nothing at all. The strange girl, the altered bus, summer, the pioneer camp. Thousands of theories went through my mind instantly. From the alien abduction to lethargic sleep, from a hallucination to a time-space shift. Right. None was worse than any other, but there really was no way to pick a single one. Then it occurred to me, I could try to make a phone call. I took out my cell phone and dialed the first number from my contact list. But instead of signal strength bars, the screen was only showing a thick cross. Hold on. I thought I was going to say something like, you got no signal here. But a thick cross? What? Alright. Oh, I guess it just means there's no signal? There may be no signal in such a remote place. Though I cannot be the only one who came here. Buses don't drive themselves. Well, I examined the bus from all sides to make sure it wasn't a hallucination. Bits of dirt on the bottom, some rust here and there, faded paint and worn out tires. No, this is definitely an ordinary Icarus. Icarus? Yeah. Yeah, exactly the kind of bus that takes you to places beyond your understanding if you carelessly fall asleep. Ah, yes. The very specific bus that does that, called the Icarus. You know it fits. I gave a nervous chuckle. It came out by itself. Sporadically. Because it wasn't the right time or right place or time to laugh. And where on earth is the driver? I cautiously sit down on the curb beside the bus and started to wait. Okay. My patience didn't last long. My anxiety seemed to have reached its peak, and I started to go slightly mad. In such a situation, Icarus flew too close to the sun, and then he died because he was a dumbass. And then his dad grieved him because that was his son. And so Icarus was buried on an island, and the dad went away. That is who Icarus is. The man who flew too close to the sun. So, Icarus taking you to different time and dimensions. Sounds about right. In such a situation, anyone would have probably felt something similar. Aliens and parallel universes were gone from my imagination, leaving only void and darkness. Is this how everything will end? Where that saying comes from. Cool. How my life will end? But I wanted to do so much. There were so many things I had no time for yet. Weren't you just complaining about how much your life sucked? Man, the hypocrisy of this man. If we're gonna have an existential crisis, at least be consistent about it. I was overwhelmed by the idea. This is definitely the end. But why? Somebody heard you were complaining too much and said, you know what? Fuck it. Go back in time. You pissed me off. It's not fair. Surely I'm no worse than anyone else. You might be worse. Your overdramaticness might have pissed someone off. God, why? God is not here to save you now. God. I can't wait for that one to be clipped out of context. To be like, streamer, VTuber threatens someone. Oh, God. You calm now? No? Okay. Tears were burning my eyes unbearably. I curled up and started rolling in the grass. You're a grown adult. Why? What did I do? Why me? But my cries were only heard by the speechless statues of the pioneers and a bird on the tree. I feel bad if any of the girls are watching. They're probably just like, this is the guy? This is the one we want? Really? The grown man rolling in the grass. Huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Which immediately flapped its wings and took off, crying out something in its own bird language, as if laughing at the idiot who dared to interrupt its after-dinner nap. I was left breathless from weeping and just lay quietly sobbing occasionally. I get being emotional about it, but rolling in the grass? After a while, I managed to pull myself together. My mind cleared up a bit, as if the terror and fear of death gave me a little break. All in all, if someone wanted to kill me, what is all this for? Doesn't look like an experiment either. If this is just some crazy coincidence, then there's probably no threat. Anyway, for now it seems there is no danger. The panic was gone. Of course, the blood's still pounding in my temples and my hands were still shaking, but at least I can think clearly now. Right now, there is nothing I can really change anyway. So no matter how much I think or how mad I get, it would only make things worse. Until some actual facts appear, there's no point in making guesses. In any case, I won't learn anything by lounging around here. The camp, if, of course, it really is a camp, looked like the only place where people could be. So I decided to go. Huh? Sorry, hold on. Okay. Oh, cool. So that's how you do that. Looks like the only place where people could be. So I decided to go there. And I hardly had reached the gates when a girl came out from behind them. Hi! Wearing a pioneer uniform. My logic didn't let me down this time. Oh, God. That's your first thing you're gonna say to her? This beautiful, cute girl. And your first thing you say is, my logic didn't let me down this time. Then again, a pioneer uniform is in the 21st century. And then again, a girl here. Oh, God. I froze, unable to take a step. I felt very much like running away. Running as far away as I could from this place, far away from the bus, gates, statues, far away from this bloody bird with its siesta? Running, just running, free like the wind, faster and faster, waving to the planets passing by, winking at the galaxies. Running, becoming a pulsar ray, and turning into vestial radiation, running to face the unknown. Run, no matter where, as long as it is from this place. Meanwhile, the girl came closer and smiled. I could not help but notice her beauty, even though I was trembling with fear. Human instincts work independently of the conscious, and only 5% of the brain is responsible for cognitive processes, the remaining 95% are always busy sustaining life, and in particular ensuring stable function of the hormonal system. That is a lot of words to say, hey, I think she's hot. I desperately wanted to get less complicated and stop thinking of formal quotes from an encyclopedia, though my thoughts appeared one by one, being stupid, out of place, as if taken from an internal monologue of the hero of some junky soft-cover crime fiction book. Oddly specific. A pretty Salvic face, long braids that looked like 2 armfuls of fresh hay, and blue eyes you could drown in. Hi, you must have just arrived, poor girls. I was so damn confused. Do not reply. Reply. God damn you. There it is. We are going to reply. We're still going to save our game. But we are going to reply. Yeah. Alright then. Welcome. She smiled broadly. Strange. It looked as if I had a normal girl in front of me. I'm so sorry. Let me pet your head. I'm so sorry. Bah, I shouldn't have returned here. The woods and fields seem better. But what shall I do next? Try and speak with her as if she was human, or run away, or what? The blood was pumping unbearably in my head, tearing it apart from the inside. A little bit more and the poor pioneer girl would have been splattered with the gruesome contents of my skull. Let me grab this man. No! is not. You have a pretty girl in front of you, and your response is this. Really? Well, smack him. What's so funny about that? The girl looked me over. It sent shivers down my spine, and my knees started to tremble. Nothing? Great, then. Great? What's so great about that? Suddenly, a thought crossed my mind. To hell with all of it. Forget about the bus behind me, and the fact that it was winter yesterday and summer today. I wanted to rip off my itchy sweater and just accept that all of this is actually happening. Everything is as it should be. All of this is for the best. Would you happen to know? You should go to our camp leader. She'll tell you everything. Look, you go straight ahead to the square, then turn left. You'll see several small cabins. She pointed at the gates, as if she knew what was behind them. Derivative of person's father's name, in this case Dmitri, and put by Russians after the person's first name as a sign of respect or formal address. Huh. Interesting. Oh, nope. Well, you can ask someone where Olga Dementievans, I'm so sorry, I'm going to butcher so many of these names, cabin is. Got it? Of course I didn't. Well, I've got to go now. The girl waved her hand at me and disappeared through the gates. It seemed as if... It's getting more and more... Really, though? It seemed as if to her I was something ordinary. And all this show with the bus and troubles while awake or asleep were only troubling me. And while everything here is just the way it's supposed to be. Wow, he's figured it out. Camp leader, pioneer uniform. What are they doing? A historical reenactment here? I hope I won't find Linen standing atop an armored car in this square. But even that would not surprise me right now. After standing alone for a while, I head into the camp. Oh. A mere 50 meters ahead, a small one-story house popped up on the left side. The sign near the door said clubs. I was about to come closer. Oh, hello. When the door suddenly opened, and a short girl... Why did I say that weirdly? A short girl wearing a pioneer uniform came out. Her pretty face gave me the impression of one suffering the fate of the whole mankind with a truly universal sorrow. Again, a lot of words to say she looks sad. Oh, I'm sorry. She's so cute. As soon as she saw me, the girl froze, as if frightened. So cute. I froze too, considering what was best to do. To approach first or wait until she shows some initiative. I froze too, considering what was best to do. To approach first or wait until she showed initiative, or maybe run away after all. Although the last option was constantly being suggested only by my self-preservation instinct, at least that's what I like to believe. Not the worst human instinct, but far from the most logical. If this instinct played poker against detective abilities, the outcome would be predetermined. And those detective abilities, or at least their semblance, were hinting at me that there was no reason to be afraid of this girl. She looks more scared of you. Hi. Suddenly, somebody jumped out of the nearby bushes. A girl wearing a bright t-shirt with the USSR written on it. Huh? Such a perfect reproduction of age. She looked quite short from a distance, and was probably younger than both pioneer girls, the one at the gates and the girl at the door of the clubs. At last I decided to come closer, but the USSR, as I called her in my mind, jumped towards the first girl and started telling her something while widely waving her arms. The other girl in turn seemed confused and lowered her gaze, remaining silent. I probably would have continued to observe their amusing dialogue, but the USSR suddenly pulled something out of her pocket and started waving it in front of the first girl's face. Oh, it's a bug! That something turned out to be a grasshopper. Ah, I should not have done that. My voice is just like, nope, no squeal. The first girl squealed. She must not be too keen on instincts, as she instantly rushed off towards the place where Lin presumably made his speech about the workers' and peasants' revolution. That is to say, towards the square. The USSR glanced at me, grinned playfully, and rushed after her. Not a bad start to the day. I have absolutely no clue where I am. Besides that, there are some kids here role-playing as pioneers. As far as I can tell, this place is located thousands of kilometers away from my home. It might even be a different reality. And this was indeed a reality. I mean, everything around me seemed real, if a little embellished, that I was starting to think that, in fact, my previous life could have been just a dream. And what am I supposed to do now? I was picking up at the cracked paving stones with my shoe and staring aimlessly at the club's building. Just a few more seconds before I have to come up with some decision. That's when I recalled myself rolling in the grass weeping. I cringed in disgust. Perhaps it's another instinct. When all energy for whimpering and self-pitying is used up, the body either goes into hibernation or mobilizes its reserves. Mine seemed to have chosen the second option. Because out of the blue, I found the determination to figure out what was going on. And in order to do that, I had to act like a man, like a human, to maintain the dignity of a representative of my own world. It's crazy. Crazy how a guy who's crying and rolling around in the grass can go from that to I am determined to figure out what is going on. I followed the path to the left, on the right side, which stood small cabins, apparently the homes of the local pioneers. Actually, they looked quite cozy from the outside. Even though I was born in the Soviet Union, I've never been part of its children organizations, neither the pioneers, nor even the younger October children. I managed the daily life of a typical pioneer camp a bit differently. Huge barracks with long rows of metal bunks, wake-up call at 6 o'clock, played by a siren. 1 minute you make your bed, then you're joining the formation at the drill square. Or wait. When does this take place? Wow. That's my question. I'm like, is he back in time? Or, like, I don't know a lot about Soviet Union or their history, you know? So I'm like, there are names popping up that I'm like, who? Are they important? I did mention that it did seem like this game was made in, like, Russia and got an English translation. That has practically been confirmed by this. So, Wait, could I be confusing it with something else? Suddenly, something struck me on the back. I staggered but remained on my feet, turned around, and prepared to fight heroically for my life. Hi. You look angry. I feel like I'm going to die. But all I found was another girl standing before me. My mouth hung open in surprise. Pick up your jaw up off the ground. Pick your jaw up off the ground. I closed my mouth. The same pioneer uniform, but the way she was wearing it, it looked, let's say, sexy. It looked sexy. Like all the girls I had met before, this one was rather cute, but her overly arrogant expression killed any desire to get to know her better. It says you! I want to get to know her better. New here, are you? Fine. See ya. She threw a threatening glance at me and walked past. I waited for the pioneer girl to turn at the corner. Who knows what else she might have been up to. The most interesting thing was that even this hostile girl seemed completely normal to me. She did not give off the feeling of some deadly danger. Except maybe the danger of getting punched in the nose. At least I managed to make it to the square. There was no linen, like I have no idea who this is, on an armored car, although one could easily expect something like that after all this has happened. Instead, however, a monument to a certain comrade towered in the middle of the square. The letters on the pedestal read Jinda. Must be some big figure in the party. There were small benches at the sides. It was quite pleasant here. Where did that girl tell me to go? To the left or to the right? To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. And why am I going there anyway? Ah, right. I've decided to pretend to be normal. So, to the right. Through a small grove, I came out at a pier. Why do I feel like you went the wrong way? I must have taken a wrong turn. Yeah. Hey, wrong way. Well, I was right. I turned towards the voice. The first girl stood before me. Now, what did I tell you? Take a left at the square, wasn't it? She had changed from her pioneer uniform into a bikini. Oh, I still haven't properly introduced myself. My name is Salva. Salvia? Salvia. Actually, my full name is... Oh, well, great. Salviania. Ania? But everyone calls me Salva. Salve. Your name is now Salve. So you can't too. I'm giving you a nickname for your nickname, Salve. Yeah. I still feel a bit confused, so I could not come up with any more meaningful answers. So what's your name? I felt like she could see right through me. Yeah, Sem. Nice to meet you, Sem. Alright, I'm almost done here. Could you wait here a moment? I'm going to change, and we'll go over to Olga together. Agreed? Agreed. After this exchange, she ran off. I sat on the pier and let my feet hang into the water. I was wearing heavy winter boots, but in such weather there was nothing wrong in getting my feet wet. Furthermore, it let me cool myself off a little. Looking at the river, I was brainstorming and processing everything that has happened. If this is some kind of conspiracy, it's a weird one, even too friendly at times. No, it really looks more like a random event. Some entirely incomprehensible random event. Shall we go? Salve was standing beside me, dressed in the pioneer uniform again. Let's go. I've been here for a very short time, but of all the people I've met, she looks the least suspicious. However, this fact is already suspicious itself. We walked into the square. The USSR girl and the girl who hit me on the back were chasing each other. Is this some kind of game they're playing? Alyona? Enough running. I'll tell everything to Olga. Aye aye, Captain. Yana. Your name is now Yana. Congrats. Giving everyone new names. I decided not to question Self for a while about what was going on or the local residents. Better meet with this mysterious Olga first. She sounds like she's the boss here. We walked past rows of identical cabins, some which looked like fat beer barrels, while others looked more like household sheds. Finally, Salve stopped in front of a smallish one-story cabin. Oh! It looked like an artist's painting. The faded paint, chipping here and there with age, was sparkling in the sun. The window shutters, slightly ajar, were swaying almost unnoticeably in the wind, and huge lilac bushes were growing at the sides. It seemed as if this ramshackle hut was drowning in a storm of purple silk, and the lilacs, like some elemental force, were inexorably destroying the troop leader's house. What are you standing around for? Let's go. Salve snapped me out of my daydreaming. And stop teasing Lena already. What happened to this is not a horror game? Never mind, this is a horror game. This is where we die. Rena? Sounds like there's someone inside. Indeed, a moment later, the door swung open, and Yana ran out and dashed past with the same mischievous grin. The pigtailed girl came out next. Don't let it bother you, Lena. So her name is Lena. I can say her name. Gotta be thankful it's not Rena, at least. But I don't... Instead of finishing her sentence, she blushed and quickly headed towards the square. For some reason, I felt like turning and following her with my eyes, but Salve said, "Come." We entered the cabin. Inside, it looked similar to what I imagined. 2 beds, a table, a couple of chairs, a simple carpet on the floor, a wardrobe. Nothing special, but at the same time, it felt homelike and cozy, although this room was almost in the same state of disorder as my own flat. Oh, hello. The girl standing near the window appeared to be about 25 years old. Nature had obviously gifted her a pretty face and a good body. At least one thing that can keep you happy in this whatever. The locals are beautiful. You're finally here. Excellent. My name is Olga. I'm the camp leader. Nice to meet you. I'm Sem. I decided to talk as if I wasn't surprised by anything that was going on. She came closer. We've been expecting you since early morning. You've been expecting me? Yes, of course. And when does the next bus come? And why would you need it? Yeah, right, why would I need it? I guess I shouldn't ask direct questions. The people here may react quite unlike how I prefer. And I doubt I'd get any answers. No reason, just curious. By the way, where are we exactly? Our mailing address, I mean. I wanted to send a letter to my parents to tell them I got here fine. For some reason, I had the desperate idea that if I played along, I would find out something. Oh, but your parents called just a half hour ago. Send the regards to you. No, that's a surprise. So, can I call them? 'Cause I forgot to tell them something before I left. No. Well, damn. We've been denied. Hey, can I call my parent? No. Well, shit. There goes that plan. She gave me a sweet, spontaneous smile. Why not? We don't have a phone here. But you said my parents just called. Oh, this is what is happening? What is happening? Then how did my parents make a call to here? Oh, I've come back from the district's central town. I talked with them there. Well, that just got more complicated. Ah, so that's how it is. Then can I somehow get to the town? No. You're so helpful, Olga. The most helpful. My gosh. She got the same smile. Why not? Because the next bus comes in a week. I decided not to inquire how the troop leader managed to get there and back. I would not get an answer anyway. At this time, Salve was standing next to me and seemed to find nothing odd in our conversation. Oh, we need to find a uniform for you. I've got absolutely no desire to put on pioneer shorts or wear that ridiculous red necker. This thing. That is, I don't know how to say that right, so. However, wearing winter clothes in summer isn't a great idea either. Suck it up. Right, thank you. I wonder if I'm the only one here who finds it strange that someone's wearing a coat and winter boots in such heat. Rightio, I'll be off then. You can get yourself acquainted with the camp. Don't forget to come to dinner in the evening. Having said that, she walked out of the cabin. No, walked is not the right word. She rushed out. I ended up alone with Salve. Hi. I must go too. I got things to do. No! Take a walk. Look around the camp a bit. See you in the evening. If there's no threat or catch to this, then this reality, as embodied by Salve, becomes more and more appealing. For the first time today, I realized it was awfully hot here. Although, obviously, my winter clothes were to blame for that. I took off my coat and dropped it onto the bed. My pullover followed it. Now I was wearing only the shirt. That's much better. All I could do now was follow their advice and go look around the camp. I'll try to find something out in the meantime. Passing the local residential area, I saw a pioneer guy coming my way. Oh, hi! There's a guy! And it was really a pioneer guy, not a pioneer girl. Apparently there were men even in this kingdom of Amazons. Hello, you're new here. You must be Sem, right? And how did you... Everyone knows already. I am... Electronic. His name is now Electronic. By the way, the real one. You can call me that. Was a robot character appearing? Oh, perfect! Soviet film and book series. It looked like an exact copy of a school kid called CG Cheesekov. Electronic, the real one. Things are going from crazy to completely insane. Alright. Yanni also calls me Cheesy. Cheesy? On toast with mushrooms? Because my last name is Cheesekov. I see. Let me show you around. I accepted his offer. as it would have taken much longer to get to know this place alone. Fine, let's go. We ended up at the square again, as if this place was all there is to this camp. Lena was sitting on one of the benches reading some book. Electronic confidently approached her. Hello, Lena. Meet the new guy, Sem. He started briskly. Hello. Well, you could say we already met in a way. Yes. She looked away from her book for a moment, glanced at me, blushed, then went back to reading, as if not noticing that we were still here. Alright, let's go on. I was at first surprised that meeting this girl was reduced to a couple of words, but I thought it's better this way. Electronic's vigorous activity did not fit well with Lena's shyness. Let's go. Next we came to a building, which I instantly identified as a canteen. And this here, yes, I know this is where you consume organic food. Yeah, something like that. Oh, hello, this is my girl. On the canteen's porch stood the unfriendly girl who hit me on the back earlier. At the sight of her, my joking mood vanished in a blinking eye. Fuck you. I like her. Really, now is not the best time to be pulling this guy's legs, even though he's quite hilarious. What? First, I need to figure out what's what here, or at least where I am. Her, over there, that is Alyssa. And I am not saying her last name. Be careful around her. Hello, Alyssa. Yeah, hi, Alyssa. He spoke in a whisper. Diva means two in Russian. The whole nickname sounds like two cha in Russian, a reference to late Tucharu anonymous image board. It's great I'm learning so much about things I don't know. Diva cha, she doesn't like that. Hi, Alyssa. What did you say? What did you call me? She must have heard him. In a blink of an eye, Alyssa jumped down from the porch and dashed towards us. Alright, you'll manage from here onwards. Electronic took on his heels. Dear. Dear. No, here's the thing. We're gonna do nothing, because I like her. Alyssa, running past, stopped for a moment and growled. I'll deal with you later. Deal with me? What did I do wrong? I added a forced, guilty smile at my words. Well, what am I guilty of? She made no reply and continued on chasing Electronic. She own damn felt. Looks like I'll have to kill time alone, waiting for dinner. I decided to go east. At least in the direction where east... She could fix me. Yeah, she could fix me too. Women who could kill you are best. At least in the direction where east would have been in my world. Soon after, I found myself near a football pitch. And the game was in full swing there. I guess watching it for a bit wouldn't do any harm. In my childhood and teen years, I was not a bad player myself, and even thought of going professionals, but a few injuries in a row killed my desire to risk my health for the sake of an uncertain chance in a game. Kids of different ages were running around the pitch. I could see a boy about 10 and a girl about 14 years old. A girl... Hey, that's Yana! Alright, so she plays football. What's so surprising? She seems like a restless one after all. I was standing quite far from the pitch, but she still noticed me. Hey, you! Yana shouted. Wanna play? I didn't know how to answer. On one hand, running around for 10 minutes is no big deal. On the other hand, any wrong move in my situation could be a final one. But in any case, my attire wasn't suitable for the sweater. If I played in winter boots and warm jeans, I would sweat like a pig. She looks so short. She is so short. Like, my first thought seeing her was, that's a child. That is a baby. That is a 10-year-old. 14? Nah. And playing barefoot without jeans was simply unethical. Maybe another time, alright? I shouted in response and turned around to walk back. Says Sky, shut up! Weevil, I'm very short. Weevil, I'm very tiny. So yeah, I'm kind of being hypocritical here. I was followed by Yana's screams about my pants or about me being pansy. Something like that. How short is very short? 5'4" ish. 5'3", but slightly, ever so slightly over the line. That makes me 5'4". Short. Yep. I was waiting for it. I am short. Evening was falling, making me feel tired and empty after a day wasted with no real purpose. I came back to the square, sat down on a bench, and gave an exhausted sigh. Wow, we've heard the term fun-sized. Yes, that is what I am. I am a fun-sized Snicker bar? I don't know. My brain immediately hurt. So fun-sized and thought candy, so I feel like I should go to bed soon. Being so small must be tired of the kill, but shut up. It is, but shut up. Everyone is taller than me. It sucks too because my dad is like super tall. I don't know exact height, but like he's super tall. And I'm just over here being a short little potato. I came back to the square, sat down, let us outside. I better sit here and wait for dinner. After all, it's easier to search for answers when you're not hungry. They do give food to people here, right? You know, it's curious how the simplest hard-reaching things are. Shut up! It is! I was unloading the dishwasher today. I had to be on my tippy toes to reach the second shelf to put away a glass measuring pitcher. But also I have to leave things so mom can put them away because I'm too short. So, yes, it is hard reaching things on shelves. Leave me alone. It is. I think I'm gonna save here because I am tired. I'm getting very eepy. We're on this one. Hopefully I remember that. Yes. Interesting so far. Interesting start. I was gonna go until we got to like the place where it's like choose your love interest. But then it kept going and I'm too tired now. Bit shorter stream than usual. It's only been 2 hours. Being big. Shut up. Shut up. I'm too tired to argue, okay? Leave me alone. I hit the wrong button. Be a bookshelf. Alright. Yeah. I'm too sleepy. Yes. Sometimes. It's cheaper, okay? I mean, occasionally I get the bigger meals. Though there's many reasons. It's not just my height. Eepy. Yeah. Yeah. Never caused mom any problems. That's for sure. We're big sisters. Look, I'm not gonna promote bad habits, but like I kind of wish I didn't fix my sleep schedule. Cause now I'm sleepy, and I didn't stream as long as I usually do. How dare my sleep schedule get better? No. Wait, maybe actually. Now, like now you have me thinking about it, and I think my dad has done that to me of just putting me on the table, like sit, very tiny. I know I was too tiny for the You know when you're like really young, they have the booster seats. Yeah, that's what I have to do. That's what I'm gonna do. It's fine. Just Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays. It'll be fine. I can live. Um, but the booster seats were too big. Yeah, because I was too small. So they'd just be way too big. And so I think my dad resulted in just holding me in his lap and feeding me from there. Yeah. Yeah, that is possible. It's like your leg, like I could fit through one of the things, and it was a worry that I would just move my leg and just scoot out from one of the leg holes because I was so tiny. Did I ever do that? Not to my knowledge, but it was a worry, so I was kind of not allowed in the booster seats and more put on somebody's lap. Mm. Wish I could keep streaming, but like my eyes are literally having to rub them to keep them open. Hey Nappa. Oh, I'm sleepy, so I think it's time to end it. Okay, bedtime. I would. Also, concerts are loud. I lost. What did you lose? Oh, did you lose in Overwatch? I'm sorry. um, but yeah, I think I'm gonna end stream. So, Good night, everyone. When y'all go to bed, sleep well. Raid. Okay. We can raid if somebody's like, let me see if anyone's awake. Doing stuff. I feel bad because this is shorter than normal, but you know, I EP. Yeah, man. Gotta wait for Twitch to load. Night, Weevil. I hope you have good dreams. Same with you, Nappa. No, yeah, there's plenty of people awake right now. We got Kenj, we got... Come on. Gimme. Eupia? E-U-P-H-A. We got Henya. See you later, Weevil. And Potato Master! Okay. I'm gonna do Eupia. Simply because she's got the least amount of viewers, so... You get the genius? No. Maybe. H-A-N-Y-A. Oh, I hit the wrong button. That's how you know I'm tired. I hit the wrong button to raid someone. There she is. Go eat. I will. We're gonna read Eupia. I should probably figure out how to say their name. I feel bad that I don't. So, start raid. Oh, okay. It has started. 9, 8, 7. Bye, everyone. Sleep well. 1.